You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up the ring and onto the mic. Golden walks, throwing chains on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat. Down, turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hair thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I rule tonight. Taking the mic, bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network, live from Honolulu, Hawaii. And we're having a luau right now. Let me bring on my co-host here. He is the one and only.
¡Hola, muchachos! Yo soy
Ladies and gentlemen, our cook for the evening here at the luau, El Vacant. Hola, El Vacant.
Aloha, muchachos!
Oh, it's been a good time so far tonight, and it's just gonna get better and better as we go. I got pictures from earlier here at the luau, so I'll be showing them off here after we talk more about what's going to be why we are here in Hawaii, and that of course is tomorrow night's Tropical Aggression live from Aloha Stadium. And so, how you doing, El Vacant?
No, I'm doing wonderful as always.
Yeah,
Having a great time, feeding people. Met some really interesting people here on the island to help me with the native dishes. It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be, as I said, we'll be sharing pictures of the luau here in just a little while. But first, we of course have to start talking about tomorrow night's Tropical Aggression live from Honolulu here at Aloha Stadium. We start with the Hell in the Cell match between Soul Reaper and Io del Segador. The Hell in the Cell with fire. Literally hell. Do we
Hell in
have
the flaming cell?
Yeah. What are our final thoughts about this matchup tomorrow?
It seems excessive.
I mean, yeah. I hopefully whatever happens between these two, it gets settled tomorrow. I would think, if I don't know.
I mean, look. At least we're in Hawaii. They like fire here. You've got look. Even over there, you got the guys dancing with fire. Like,
Yeah, Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Then we have a steel cage match between Kenta and Denzel the Giant. Kenta, a glutton for punishment. Denzel, they put him through the ringer a couple of weeks ago in a Fubar City street fight. This time they'll be fighting in a steel cage. Denzel, we'll be talking about a lot about him because he's got like 4 matches tomorrow night. 3 of them title matches. This is his only non-title match of the evening, taking on Kenta in the steel cage.
Yes, correct. That is his only non-title match, which you would think would mean it's the one he can kind of overlook, and I almost guarantee he won't.
I doubt it. I think Denzel is probably more fired up than anybody for tropical aggression. Next up, we talk about the 6-man tag team match. Now, this is a funny story. So originally it was Joey A who then left RAWF, but
came back.
But then came back, and we thought, okay, he could be on the team. Nope, Mark Caliber chooses somebody else. Agent of Hate apparently is now their tag team.
Wait, I had heard a different name.
I'd heard that too, but if you look at the conversation, he says no, it's not going to be Winter. It will be somebody, and I'm assuming it's Agent of Hate. I'll be honest with you, he didn't come right out and say it. It's just a big old poster of the word hate, and there's nobody else I know that represents hate better than Agent of Hate. So if I'm wrong, that's his fault because he hasn't outright told me.
Is he out there? Is he out there having some poi?
I don't think so. I haven't seen him. But at any rate, yeah, exactly. All right, Fubar City Street Fight, Maeve and Miss Beautifatal will be going at it on the beach, and I'm sure you will have a ringside, well, not a beachside view of this match.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will.
Look, I've been trying to get you to just let me be the ref. You won't ever let me do it. I mean, admittedly, I probably wouldn't actually remember to count. I'd be too busy staring. But still.
Exactly. Champions Choice Championship. It'll be Aaron McFadden defending against Strangleheart. The stipulations, of course, is always heavily favored for the champion. Most likely, Strangleheart will not be the next Champions Choice champion, but it was a very good choice by Aaron McFadden. He is trying to, I have to say, he is trying to get different people involved when he defends that title. So good for him. Then we have the Powerball Championship, Sassy Applebee's against the Immortal Griffith. And we know the history here. We've talked about it many, many times. Can Griff break the curse of Sassy Applebee's?
I don't know. Look, I was going to say I think so, but then with what just happened last week, I don't think I don't think he's going to. I think he's in for a crappy weekend.
Oh yeah, we do got to talk about that. We will talk about that in just a little bit. Something did happen that shocked us all this past Sunday in Tokyo. Estrogen Championship on the line. Seabell Sai will be defending against Destroyer. This is gonna be one of the matches of the night. This is one very highly anticipated, and I go back and forth on this one because they're both so talented. They're both very, What's your final thoughts on this matchup?
I said last time I don't know how to call this one. Like I think the one with the boobies is going to win.
Agreed. All right. Now, before I go any further, I do have one GM report from Unstoppable. The tags division top 10 was posted a few days ago. Number 10, you had Dungeons and Dragons. At number 9, Hot Knights. At number 8, Absolutely Fabulous. 7, Thunderstruck. 6, Medicine Men. Number 5, Hotness Overload. At number 4, Dorkmates for Life. At number 3, the Cage Shakers. At number 2, the Godslayers. And the number 1 team for this rankings period was Decade and the Giant. and we'll talk about them in just a second. I do want to mention that signups for tags are still underway for the next rankings period. They will end tomorrow night after the pay-per-view radio show. So that was your top 10 in the tags division. Now, moving on in tropical aggression, we'll talk about the men's championship. Michael Brewer defending against Hotshot Chaz. Final thoughts on this one, Elliot?
I've been saying it since we knew this match was happening, and I stick with it. I think we are in the platinum era, and I think Hot Shot is going to reign supreme tomorrow night, technically.
All right, I think it'll be interesting. Hatfield and McCoy Championship. Denzel the Giant versus Strangleheart. One of Denzel's 3 title matches on the evening. Does Strangleheart have any chance in hell with this one?
I look. You're asking me to choose between the demented clown and the demented rabbit.
Has
And in
anyone
this case,
ever?
I'm going to go with the guy who looks like he can eat the other guy.
I've never heard anyone refer to Strangleheart as demented before.
Do you not see the mask he is wearing on your screen right now?
But at any rate, Strangleheart has surprised us before. Let's just say that. One point in Strangleheart's favor. He's a former RAWF World Heavyweight Champion, and Denzel is not.
That is true. I think that is a limited time statement, though.
You very well could be right. I mean, the way Denzel's going, we might see him in that world title very soon. Seabell defend the multimedia championship against the Immortal Griffith, and this one is I think Seabell's got her work cut out for her tomorrow. But then again,
I would agree with you, except that of late, if you've been paying attention to the Ego Man, every time a match matters, he dominates, he falls apart at the end and loses. That has been the trend for like 2 months for him right now.
Well, I mean, just because he's coming off a loss, it's got to end sometime. Let's put it that way. I think this will be that he's even more motivated now since what happened last Sunday. But we shall see. Then for the Triple Crown Championship, I think the Triple Crown's next. Let's take a look. Yes, it will be the unsettled Chris Cage defending against Joe Boo and Money Sue. And you, I believe, have been saying that you believe it will be an and still.
I have. And I've been saying specifically how I think it's going to happen.
You did? You think it will be a one? Each one of them will win one match. I have been leaning a little towards Money Sue just because I think he's due. It's been a while. Money Sue is not usually not in the title picture very often, so I think he might be due tomorrow, but we will find out. Then for the tag team championship, it will be, well, that's weird. Okay, well, you can't really see that graphic as great as it will. I'll fix that. And why, I don't know why it got so big, but for the tag team championships, it is Crown Control defending against Desaad and the Giant. Desaad and the Giant have been in the tag team title picture before. I don't think they've ever won the belts, but this is a pretty stiff competition for Crown Control. What are your thoughts?
I'm stunned they still have the belt. So I don't know, with the way Desaad and the Giant have been going. I think they're going to be the ones to beat. My money's on them.
I mean, it's definitely not impossible. But then, to be honest with you, I thought they were going to lose the tag team titles when they faced the Godslayers. So if they've shocked us before, so we shall see. Next up, we have, for the Fubar City Championship, the Teflon Sheik, coming off of injury, will defend against Tigress. The Fubar City Championship on the line. What are your thoughts after hearing from Sheik last week, what did you what do you, where is your money on? Who is your money on tomorrow for that Fuber City title?
I oh God, I hate you're gonna make me say this. If he actually is back to 100%, I don't see Teflon losing this belt.
Whoa.
That's a big if. But if he's at 100%, I just don't see it.
All right. Midnight Hobo Championship, Ken Costa and DW. And these two have definitely had some words with it for each other and have not been nice in any way whatsoever. Who walks away the Midnight Hobo champion when all is said
All
and
right, first
done?
I gotta ask: has DW ever had nice words with someone she was about to have a match with, like ever in the history of ever,
Yes, when
other than
she's
Tiggs?
okay. Well, see there, you took away my argument. So yeah, other than Tiggs, no.
All right, so that's no surprise there. But I do have a standing rule: I'm not allowed to bet against DW. So there you go.
All right, fair enough. Then for the national championship, STB will defend against Denzel the Giant. STB has held this title for a year now, the longest reigning national champion in RAWF history. But he's taking on a man who is right now peaking. He is climbing that mountain and doing it very quickly. Your thoughts? Does
Um,
STB walk away
I
still the national
I think
champion?
STB is the odds-on favorite, and it is where my money would be. But I'm going to say this: I think it's going to be a tight fight. And if Denzel can take this title from STB, that is a huge step towards what I alluded to earlier.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Uh, right now, Denzel's stock is rising, and it's just getting he's just getting taller and taller as it goes. We shall see what happens tomorrow. It'll be a big night for Denzel the Giant. Platinum Dragon Championship. Hotshot Chaz taking on the most decorated Platinum Dragon champion in RAWF history, the six-time Platinum Dragon champion, Killa Neptune. Thoughts?
Again, I think everything's coming up hotshot right now. I think it's his time. I think he's finally gotten the issues he had with pay-per-view performances. I think he's finally gotten under control, and I think he's going to keep this title for a while.
Well, it's definitely a very stiff test for Hotshot Chaz tomorrow as he takes on
Absolutely,
Killa
but a
Neptune.
test he has faced before.
True enough. And finally, in the main event for the RAWF World Heavyweight Championship, it is Blake Bradley taking on the former champion, the man he beat at Philadelphia Freedom to win the title. It is a rematch, Blake Bradley and the Paragon of Greatness. And they also had some words this past week.
Yes, they did.
What are your thoughts now
So,
after everything is said and done?
interesting, if you recall, last week I was kind of leading towards Blake. Now I've heard them both speak, and it is Blake's own words that have changed my mind. He is already making excuses for losing. That is not a man whose head is in the right place. Paragon is going to take this belt back.
All right, that is. I mean, I'm not going to argue that because I definitely see the logic there. But then again, it could be mind games. Who knows? We shall see. That is your main event tomorrow here in Aloha Stadium in Honolulu for the World Heavyweight Championship. Blake Bradley, the Paragon of Greatness, clash once again. All right, so I don't have the graphic on me at the moment. Let's go back to Tokyo and talk about what has happened. Extreme Enigma is still the Superstars champion after defeating the Immortal Griffith, something we did not think could happen, if we're being honest. What are your thoughts?
I'm stunned. I'll be clear, it's stunned. And like that whole match looked like it was going the Immortals' way. Like he was in control from the word go. And then like I said, like what's been happening to him in every major match for the last 2 months, he gets to where the point where he should be finishing the match, falls apart, and loses.
Oh, I mean, that trend can't possibly continue for very long. We're talking about the man who collects titles for a living. So, I mean, eventually something's going to give. And it could very well happen at Tropical Aggression. One way or another.
I mean, hopefully for him it will.
But then again, who knows?
He's had droughts before.
He has. He definitely has. So, Extreme Enigma still the Superstars champion. Here we were giving him all kinds of shit for accepting that challenge, and boy howdy, he maybe he had a plan all along. Who knows? All right. So, with that being said, let's take a look at some pictures from the luau earlier on. You ready, O'Hagan?
Oh, sure. Did you get a picture of the spread?
Well, kind of. So, looking nice there. Nice. Everybody having fun, right?
Saw that.
Yeah, who took that picture? That's a pretty picture. I didn't put these together, by the way. I have no. What the hell is that?
Oh, that was me taking care of the pig. It's really hot in that fire.
Okay, but why are you wearing a half bikini top? Never mind.
That was one of the ladies walked up and put her. What do you call it? The sticky ones.
And of course, Maeve.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? I never won a lawnmower before in my life.
I've never. That's Enigma. Goodness. I've never wanted a lawnmower less in my life. But anyway, Enigma having some fun. There's Kenta.
I actually have to thank Kenta. He put me in touch with some people to get some really good recipes for this luau.
There's Destroyer. Having some fun.
Yeah. Back to that lawnmower. Eh? Maybe a pair of scissors, like some string. You know.
There's Paragon.
I didn't see that.
There's Paragon. Apparently, he
look at that hussy showing off his knees.
I tell you, right? I tell you, something else. And there's Paragon again.
Wait, what?
I had what?
Hobo doing hobo things.
Apparently. And hey, who put that in there? Who did you? Okay,
for a guy who's been managing this long, I gotta say, did pretty good six packs, boss.
Not too bad.
Still working out with the boys in the locker room, I see.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that was pictures from earlier in the evening at the luau here in Honolulu. Okay, we can take that off the screen now. Thank you. Wait.
Yes.
Wow. So that was interesting. That was all kinds of interesting. At any rate,
Destroyer, when this luau's over, I got some more poke for you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they may have lawnmower rentals somewhere too. You may want to ask around. I'm just saying. All right. So that was. But, ladies and gentlemen, our next pay-per-view comes to us 2 months from now. It is, of course, the annual Graveyard Smash. And we are going to give you a bit of a sneak preview here with a song break. We'll be back, and when we return, we'll be talking with the likes of Maeve O'Hare, Extreme Enigma, and more, right here on the RAWF Radio Network.
The bodies are cold, the fog is thick. If If you are going to fight, you better think quick. Graveyard Smack. Graveyard Smack. Graveyard Smack. Midnight strikes, the earth begins to groan. Shadows crawl and claw through the stone. Whispers rise from the dirt below. Something wicked's got a show to throw. Hear the coverlets crash. Hear the bones start to clash. This ain't no party, it's a graveyard smash. Bodies break and the tombstones crash. Screams and laughter, twisted and brash. Dancing with the dead in a graveyard smash. Graveyard smack. Eyes like candles in an empty skull. Flesh long gone, but the night is full. Rats keep time with a rattling beat. Every corpse is moving its feet. Hear the coverlets crash. Hear the bones start to clash. This ain't no party, it's a graveyard smash. Bodies break and the tombstones crash. Screams and laughter, twisted and brash. Dancing with the dead in a graveyard smash. Graveyard smack. Blood on the moon, chrome marks in the sky. The crypt doors open and the dead won't die. If you step inside, you'll never come back. You'll be part of the madness, part of the pack. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smack. Graveyard smash. Voices shriek and the headstones crack. Lust for love and no turning back. Join the undead in a graveyard smash. Graveyard smack. Eyes like candles in an empty skull. Flesh long gone, but the night is full. Rats keep time with the rattling beat. Every corpse is moving its feet. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Blood marks on the sky. Broken bones is moving its feet. Blood marks on the sky. Broken bones is moving its feet. Blood on the moon, claw marks on the sky. The crypt doors open and the dead won't die. If you step inside, you'll never come back. You'll be part of the madness, part of the pack.
Graveyard Smash coming to you live October 26, 2025 from the UBS Arena in Long Island, New York, which is only just a few miles vacant from Amityville.
Like the house?
Yes.
That's a creepy ass house.
It is only a few miles from Amityville.
You know, when the house tells you to get out, you get out.
So that is why
saying.
that is why we are taking Graveyard Smash to Long Island, because it is well, it's just we've never done a New York pay-per-view that wasn't Black Friday before, so and this was a good idea. Amityville is just a few miles away from the UBS Arena. All right. With that being said, let's get back to talking about tropical aggression. It's going to be huge tomorrow. Let's talk real quick. I know we covered all of his matches, but Denzel the Giant stands to make quite the impression tomorrow. He's the one with the most to gain and most to lose tomorrow here at Tropical Aggression. If you were to say how much gold Denzel is going to walk out with tomorrow. Will it be 2 belts, 3 belts, plus a steel cage victory over Kenta? Where are you going with this?
I think he wins the steel cage match over Kenta pretty reliably, and I think he's going to walk out with at least 1 belt, probably the tag belt.
All right. So, of course, these other matches are you got the tag team championship. You got him defending the Hatfield McCoy against Strangleheart, and then, of course, challenging STB for the national championship, which I think probably.
I misspoke. I should have said 1 new belt. I think he's going to retain.
Okay. So you think he'll walk out with at least 2 belts, if not? Okay. All right, so yeah, it's going to be a real interesting night. A lot on the line for Denzel the Giant. He's kind of like we will see him compete 4 times at Tropical Aggression. Let's bring on.
I will say before we go off on that, it'll be interesting to see how he deals with that, because here's the thing: we have a history in RAWF when someone becomes an up and comer and suddenly they find themselves at a pay-per-view with multiple matches, right? It has happened many times in the RAWF. And one of 2 things happens. They shine under the pressure and they go on to have fairly incredible careers, or they completely crumble under the pressure and you don't see it again. And I'm curious to see which he will be.
Yep, this is definitely could be a career night for Denzel the Giant. We will see exactly what he's made of at Tropical Aggression, no doubt about it. All right, let's get her going here at the beach, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring in the first class lass, the one and only.
Oh yes, let's. Is she still wearing her skirt?
Ta do farden an roimage som babet Ta do broire cheter Silagus trill her Muresni hafle fi an spine her Murovis inde Ka gragam me molor Gait leblin en eis Gra krasmag la krasmag gra kir beher
Ladies and gentlemen, she is the lovely Maeve O'Hare joining us now. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant.
Oh, hi.
Here, let me see if I can get that picture up here real quick. Hold on. I know Vacant wants to see it. Let's see here.
I'm just... No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
There we go.
You could have just wore that to the show. I would have approved.
Ed, I don't trust the double-sided tape when it's this hot.
That's reasonable.
Thank goodness it was nighttime, right?
Pretty sure that's how I ended up with the one
in the evenings, but it stays warm for the sand retains the heat for a while.
But at any rate, Maeve, are you having a good time at our luau tonight?
I had a wonderful time at the luau. The pig were delicious, by the way, Vacant. You did a good job with that for someone who's never made it before.
Well, I mean, I've made lots of roast pigs before. This was basically just a different method of cooking. I learned that pretty quick.
It were delicious. So I've had a good time. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I have stocked up on sunscreen. Hopefully I won't spend the next month peeling.
You'll be all right. I'm sure you'll be fine. You've gone. This isn't your first rodeo in the sun, after all.
It is not. And I learned my lesson from the last few times. So I've got extra stuff, and I've got my big hat, and it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to my matches. Someone thrust a piece of paper at me, boss man.
Oh.
Apparently, we got to do the undercard matches at some point.
Oh, shoot. Yes, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right, Maeve, and I do appreciate you reminding me of that. Why don't you go ahead and let us know who all is on the undercard for tomorrow's Tropical Aggression.
I can do that because, like I said, I got the list. So we've got the newly returned Claymore versus Fusion Skull, which is another name that I hadn't heard in a hot minute. Myself versus Davila, since that is my rankings match, and it is not a special gimmicky match of any sort. Slashy versus Sasulu. Deez versus Crazy Serb. Extreme Enigma versus the Marquis de Sade. Mrs. Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon Expelliarmus versus Uber Vegan TPO. Mark Caliber versus Chiro Il Napolitano. Starlight versus Olivia McInnes. Erie Keeper of Snakes. I hope he did not bring any with him. Versus Magnificent Michael. Natalia Nitro versus Mancunian Maniac. Undertaker versus Mrs. Bota Fatal. Sean Hitman Hurd versus Dr. Kent. Kitty Kabam versus Wildfire, so that'll be a good match for you to watch vacant. The Minion versus Papa Shaker. Money Sue versus Soul Reaper. Badass Billy versus Iceman Jer. Redneck Avenger versus Cougar Knight, that should be a good one. Aaron McFadden versus Black Lilith. Dark Warrior versus Big Papa. The Razor versus Evan Deadly. Alley Knight versus Andy Price. Angel Bitch versus Roger the Pirate. Hobo Ezekiel versus Damia. Sophia McFadden versus Rick Nelson. Hijo del Segador versus Spectacular. Scythers versus Stormtrooper of Death. Toxic Megatron Avenger versus Tad Beagle with Dennis. Psycho Girl versus The Crippler. And Hot Cheese versus Agent of Hate.
All right, and card, of course, subject to change. And as a matter of fact, I see one mistake that was made in there. Ciro, I don't believe Chiro is still in RAWF, but so Mark Caliber may be facing somebody different tomorrow, but that's all right.
That's fine. Mark Caliber can be surprised just like you're going to be surprised with whoever turns up at his tag match.
Right? Exactly.
I can't believe that he hasn't given you a name.
I mean, I'm assuming that's what that, let's take
what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to come to you hat in hand and say, "Boss man, this is who's on my tag team."
Yeah, because he's really just given a quote unquote hint. But I mean, I can't think of anybody else.
You're much nicer than I would be, because I'd be like, "Well, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but it's a handicap match now. Congrats."
Let me put it this way: if it's not Agent of Hate, then too bad. It will be Agent of Hate. That's all I got to tell you about that.
Agent of Hate gonna be awful surprised when he sees his name on the marquee twice.
Hate's gonna wonder, what the hell am I doing in this stupid match? But yeah, that is indeed what we will. But at any rate, Maeve, two big matches.
I'm honestly surprised you don't have gray hairs from all the nonsense we put you through, boss man.
Well, if I do, they have. I make sure to touch them up. But I've never actually gotten gray hairs. I don't know what they look like. Anyways. With that being said, Maeve, two big matches for you tomorrow night. The Fubar City Beach fight against Miss Beautifatal. Talk to me about, it's really not for anything other than pride. But I'm sure you're not going to
It's for the fans, boss man. Someone's got to do all that since More Corcoran isn't here. I think he's hiding from Hobo. I saw that photo of More Corcoran, and I have more questions than answers, and I don't want any of the questions answered, so please don't try. But no, in all seriousness, I'm looking forward to my match against Miss B. She and I always have good matches here and in the indies. And I like that she wanted to make something exciting out of it. She could have picked any match that she wanted, and she wanted to do something that would give us both a chance to kind of pull out all the stoppers. I enjoy a good Fubar City match, obviously. I made a bit of a career out of it last year. And so I'm excited for it. I'm disappointed that that's my only Fubar City match of the night, but it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the idea of being out on the beach. There's a lot more. I don't want to say strategy because strategy is not the word for it, but there's a lot more interesting things that can happen on a beach than necessarily would happen just out on the street or in an alleyway or some such.
I mean, I've done some interesting things on beaches.
I'm sure that you have, and I'm still waiting for that biography to come out.
I don't know that I can get that published.
Just publish it as a series of penthouse letters.
There you go.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my rankings match with Davila. I'm not going to say... obviously, I want to win my rankings match because I'd like my ranking to be as high as possible going into Graveyard Smash season. But I'm not really thinking of it in terms of one match is more important than the other. I'm really just excited about the fact that I'm going to get to have 2 matches against 2 women whose careers and talent I respect. God, I really do sound like more Corkra. Ugh. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to showing the fans both that women's wrestling has a very important role here in RAWF, and that you do not have to choose between looking good and kicking arse.
That you have proven that many times in the past.
I'm here to help.
But yeah, it is going to be a big night for you tomorrow at Tropical Aggression, and looking forward to it. And yeah, that is a very nice outfit you wore for the the thing that we're doing
the
right
luau?
now. Yes, that.
You know, that thing I put all that work into. Nice of you to remember.
What was your favorite part of the luau, boss man?
I mean, if I'm being honest, it's kind of on the screen right now.
This from you.
I mean, he's not wrong. Did you see?
I more meant like, what was your favorite like thing that El Vacant cooked, or like game that we played, or some such?
I tell you, I like the drums because I'm a drum guy. You know, I play. I mean,
that makes sense. You're being a drummer yourself.
Yeah. So I was very
slave to the beat, as it were.
You know, when we had the natives come in and do their little dancing and using it. Yeah.
They prefer the term locals.
What'd I say? Natives. Right?
Natives. It seems a little, colonialist.
Slightly dismissive.
Locals, then. My goodness.
We're trying to save you from yourself, boss man.
Oh, somebody's got to, I suppose. At any rate, I do got to ask El Vacant, though. Not about that. I know what that is. Who cooks a pig like that?
Well, that was where it was resting.
On one stick.
Oh, no. So from that angle, you can't see it. There's a T-bar behind it.
Oh, okay.
It's attached. Yeah. No, that would be funny if it was just impaled like that, though.
I'm just glad we had a fire extinguisher.
Floating pig.
I just now noticed that we had a fire extinguisher.
I was standing near an open fire with a grass skirt. You better believe there was a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. So Vacant, you said that was something that one of the lasses put on you. Are you sure that's not something you stole from Destroyer?
No. So, like I said, you know how you were pointing out that in the heat, certain things, the glues don't stick as well as they should. So one of the ladies was, kind of climbing Mount Vacant, and her pasty transferred, and I didn't notice it for a good half hour. No one bothered to tell me it was there.
I didn't notice. She would have noticed even if you hadn't.
You would think. I mean, I noticed she wasn't wearing pasties anymore. I didn't realize she was when she came up.
Not that you were going to stop her.
No, exactly. I didn't notice until I did. Someone asked me to do the peck dance, and I did it, and it shot off, hit somebody in the face.
You didn't hit no one in the eye with it, did you?
Oh no, right in the face. Wow, it was hilarious.
I'm sad we don't have that.
But then I signed it for them, and they were cool.
Oh, I mean, what? Yeah, give them a souvenir and a story all in one. No one's going to be able to top that story.
I
All
mean,
right.
he gets to go home and
English,
actually
we
use the
we will
sentence.
have a long talk about that in a minute.
He,
English.
he gets to use the sentence, El vacant flexed and slapped you with a pasty.
I could have put words together all night, and I never would have come up with that combination.
Right?
So,
All right, Maeve, thank you very much for your time. You go back and enjoy the luau.
Ken wanted me to stick around for when he comes on, so I reckon I'm just going to sit here for a minute.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring on the reigning Midnight Hobo champion. And Ken, before you come on, I did not have time to upload your new music. You kind of it was kind of pressed for time there, so I promise that the next show you're on, we will have that music. But for now,
Born in the shadows, raised in the pain, taught by the scars, baptized in the rain. They took my soul, left me hollow inside. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Every scream they gave, every tear I bled, built the monster that they now dread. I'm the beast within, unleashed tonight. No mercy lives where there's no light. Run if you can, but you'll never win. There's no...
ladies and gentlemen, he is indeed the reigning Midnight Hobo champion. He is Ken Costa. Ken, are you there?
Hello, boss. How was your day?
Now, you're breaking up a little bit, but we'll try to get through this. But tomorrow, defending the Midnight Hobo Championship against DW, the two of you had a bit of a war of words not too long ago. What are your final thoughts about DW tomorrow night?
Well, before we can speak about that, we can say first of all that I love having Maybe around now tonight. And I just want to thank you because last week you made it into Japan, and because if you don't know, this is a place where Ken Costa rise and shine. Japan is the reason why Ken Costa is in this industry instead of working in a marketing agency back in Egypt anyway. so it's all in the past now. Ken just left Japan and now he's in the big league. So talking about DW, the Midnight Hobo title, I just listened to her words closely, and it made me think of one thing. DW is speaking with Bride, but I was afraid, is it Bride or is it Fear? Because simply, it's not about just DW versus King Costa for the Midnight Hobo title. It's about a living star versus a rising star, and both want to prove something to each other real bad. DW knows her words, knows her dignity, and it doesn't matter to me because the only guy I carry this fucking company is myself. And I am not raised from nothing, pals. It's a long journey before joining RAWF, before Japan, before I even came into the wrestling world. Okay, I just have a little story, and I will be sorry if it was kind of boring to you because I don't care, but I have a story. I was born in a middle class family, like the average living in this world. I finished school, college, but in the same time, I lived in the streets. I saw many faces, many types of people. Types like DW, types like Neve, type like Spew Boss, type like the boring or vacant here. But anyway, I saw the baddest shape of people. I saw people fighting each other over food, and I saw people compete for who who will make more money. We can say people like me aren't born to just shut up and just to shut up, watch, and clap being a fan. No, I am born to make success, and success in the and success here hurts many people these days. Hurts him too bad because if you are just an underdog, then you are a loser. If you're a star, then you are a hypocrite, taking shoulders as ladders to make it an easy way to go to the top. I heard both things on me, and I didn't care because it all came from a pathetic jealousy. They know that there's a man now called King Costa will make it to the top. Sooner or later will be a world champion. Sooner or later, and he will make their picture looks bad. Because there are hundreds of me in the RAWF, in Japan, in the street, every day and every night. But the difference between them and me, I didn't wait for the fucking miracles. I didn't wait just to make it viral with the big names in some stupid match types. I busted my ass in the indies, in the live shows, house shows, and I did my ass to become not only myself, but to be the obvious now, the hot momentum talent in the whole professional wrestling. Uh, I can be angry now because I'm just bored of DW. DW, bring your best, bring your rage, bring your bride, bring your pain, make it because I will do what I always do. Make a chance, grabbing them by the throat, taking everything I want, and with all due respect, fuck everyone else. Because I'm King Costa, and you can thank me later. Mm, mm. Thank you. I'm done. If you can ask me something.
All right. So, Ken, with that being said, I think it sounds like you're ready for tropical aggression tomorrow. Uh, and good luck to you against DW. See if you can come out on the flip side, still the Midnight Hobo champion. Um, but Elvake, anything you'd like to ask Ken?
No, I think you covered quite a lot there.
Yeah, he did. I think you've covered answered all of our questions, Ken. I think you make it clear you are ready for tropical aggression. You are ready for DW. So, was there anything else you wanted to say?
Why do you always forget about the steel cage one, boss?
Oh
You,
yes, that's right. The six-man tag, the steel cage match that we think we know your opponents, but we're not sure if we know your opponents because Mark hasn't really actually confirmed who that third person is. But I think from the clues I gotten. So yeah, your thoughts on that six-man tag?
Agent of Hate, maybe Maeve. Uh, how do you feel about that match? To be honest,
I think it's a one-sided affair. I think the murder is going to get murdered.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I were gonna say I don't think it matters who the third person is. Like you could
Well,
bring
I
in
mean, it
the.
could matter. They could have gotten, I don't know, Claymore to join them.
guys.
I mean,
Uh,
for all that he wants to talk about bag carriers, he'd be doing an awful lot of heavy lifting there.
Right?
I'm just
um,
saying, like I think at this point they could have brought in the threshing machine, and it wouldn't matter.
uh, I, w- I will be honest. I feel a little scared now. I feel a little afraid because it's Agent of Hate, and if it's really him, it will be a tough one for me. I think I can make it because. Wait a second. Wait. Who in the blue hell is Agent of Hate? I can't wait for the fucking answer. It didn't move an inch of my heart. Because you see, Mark, Mark wants it to be a hard way. I gave it to him once, twice, beat his ass good. I had the two big damn goons to make it the hard way this time because it's not a single, it's a team match. I heard his bloody mouse running to make it the hard way. Okay, long story short, we have tomorrow night. It will be a hell of a fight, no doubt. Blood and sweat, no doubt about it. Hell, it can be a massacre, and I will be cool with that. But in the last scene, is known to everybody. When the purple guy, the blue whale, and the hot momentum talent are collided for the end for one thing: murdering the murder. And when it comes personal, I will get Mark's ass for the third time. And I can do it like a Japan guy, Japan indie guy, more than the true Japanese and the 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 Kazucha Kada clone Kenta. With all due respect, I can do it more than the British one, and I mean Extreme Enigma, because Mark, tomorrow, the crew will be dead by the Egyptian Prince of Japan, and you're looking at him now. Man, I'm done. If you want to ask any question.
All right. Well, Ken, it sounds like you are absolutely ready for tomorrow night's Tropical Aggression. And good luck to you in both your matches. Your tag team partners, of course, are the Paragon of Greatness and Killer Neptune. Your opponents, apparently, Mark Caliber, Agent of Hate, and Andy Price. Yeah, good. I don't think you're going to need to work too hard on that one. Let's put it that way.
Maybe. Oh, boss. Can you say Sheikh this time?
What was that again?
Sheikh, like shake in the
He,
Arabic
he
accent.
he wants to make sure that you remember how to say it now that he's taught you how to say it proper.
He's saying stop saying cheek in the Americanized ways and say shake, which is what it would be in proper Arabic.
I'm an American. I'm going to say it the American
I'm
way.
just saying that's what he's saying.
Okay.
I think it's more appropriate though, because then every time you say Sheikh, you sound like you're about to hawk up a hairball, which is how I feel when I think about him.
Teflon.
Wait. We have some good news. You can say the ha letter in the in the way of the Arab. It's good. You can make it, but don't just make it long. Just sheikh. One ha. Sheikh. And you can make it good.
Yeah, like Shake Shack. You know, it's not that hard.
Shake. Yeah. Shake. Anyways. All right, Ken.
Well, shake your booty.
Once again, good luck tomorrow, sir. We will see if you walk out still the Midnight Hobo champion at Tropical Aggression, and he should have some fun in that 6-man tag. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Sure thing. Thank you, boss. Thank you, Mavy and El Vacant. I just stole some of your tacos. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That was Ken Costa, the reigning Midnight Hobo champion. He sounds very fired up, El Vacant.
He does. See.
All right, next up, the man who will be facing his son in the fiery Hell in the Cell tomorrow here at Tropical Aggression. Please welcome.
He takes your soul with no control. He stands in the cold as the days get old. I know he's coming. Soul Reaper, oh Soul Reaper, where do you take them? Soul Reaper, the Irish fighting, drinking and fighting. No one is hiding. The devil is running.
Ladies and gentlemen, brand new song, but he is the same Celtic Nightmare. The Soul Reaper is here. Good evening, Reaper.
Evening. Still kind of bandaged up from that brawl that opened Superstars last weekend.
Yeah, I bet you were. That was something else. You and Hio have got. Are we going to settle? Hopefully, we settle this tomorrow at Tropical Aggression because the two of you have just been out of hand as of late.
Oh yeah, how much damage did we do to the Tokyo Dome with that when he went through the Tron?
You don't want to know.
Okay, enough said. But unfortunately, this won't be the final stop, though. For me and him, the final stop will be in Long Island.
What if one of you dies in that fiery hell in the cell? You can't have a rematch at Graveyard Smash.
Oh no, nobody's gonna die. Might get hurt, but
You're
death
right.
involved.
There's no possibility that anyone would die in a fiery hell in the cell. No, that can't happen.
Sorry to disappoint you, Brewer. Now shut the fuck up. I'm talking now.
You got really good. All right.
I could give two shits about Brewer. He harasses me every fucking week on After Hours. I'm just done with him. I'm not going to let him get to me anymore.
Okay. Well, then now that you said that, you don't need to say it. You don't need to say it anymore. So, Wisconsin focus on Hio del Segador.
Yeah.
And you said, what is the? Have you thought about? Even this is your own. This is the own spawn from your loins here that you're going to take on in fire and steel, and it makes absolutely no sense.
A lot of the things I do don't make any sense.
He said it.
Like, a lot of things I've seen don't make any sense, like that picture of Hobo's head coming out of Paragon's ass.
Well, his skirt. I wouldn't.
Was it coming out of his ass? But okay.
How was that even possible? Never mind. This is Hobo where I'm talking about.
It's called comedy.
That too.
At any rate, Hio is out there in the chat. Why don't you talk to him? Tell him tell him what's going to happen tomorrow. What you're going to do to it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he already knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
He appears to be listening.
Somebody uncover his ears.
He's not covering his ears. He's cupping them. In other words, he's putting his hand. He's listening.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll hurt him tomorrow.
Okay. Good enough. Good luck with that tomorrow, Soul Reaper.
Now I'm going to go wash out my eyes with holy water so I can unsee that image of Hobo and Paragon.
You do that. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow at Tropical Aggression.
I'll do it.
All right. We're going to take a break right now. I need one. I need a Mai Tai in the worst way after that. We'll be right back. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. Oop, that ain't it.
But the skies are dark. Drums of war beat with a thunderous spark. Waves crash loud on blood-soaked sand. The island cries, but she takes a stand. The sun still shines, but the winds are cruel. Whispers of vengeance in a tide-fed duel. Aloha fades where the warriors tread. Steel meets stone where the coconuts bled. The sun still shines, but the winds are cruel. Whispers of vengeance in a tide-fed warriors tread. Steel meets storm where the coconuts bled. Tropical aggression, fury in the breeze, fire in the flowers, death beneath the seas. Hula hips move, but the blades are drawn. This paradise fights from dusk till dawn. Tropical aggression, no retreat, no fear. Thunder rolls and the gods all hear the call to rise, to clash, to roar. Island rage from shore to shore. Surfboards broken like shattered bones. Torches light the sacred stones. Diamond head to the lava caves. Ghosts of kings rise from ocean graves. Sharks in the reef, eyes burning red. As chants awaken the ancient dead. No ukulele in this war-drawn fight. Just molten hearts and fist of might. Tropical aggression, fury in the breeze. Fire in the flowers, death beneath the seas. Hula hips move, but the blades are drawn. This paradise fights from dusk till dawn. Tropical aggression, no retreat, no fear. Thunder rolls and the gods all hear the call to rise, to clash, to roar. Island rage from shore to shore. Canoes ride high on waves of wrath. Warriors carve a crimson path. Nature's beauty turned to flame. The jungle chants a battle's name. Hey, the volcano, hear us scream. This is no islander's peaceful dream. Tropical aggression, destiny's demand. Fight like the tides, take back the land. Shells are blown and spears take flight. Honor burns in the island night. Tropical aggression, the legend is alive. In the heart of the storm we thrive and survive. On sacred ground, beneath moonlight's glow. The battle ends, but the embers grow.
It's going to be something else tomorrow night, El Vacant. Tropical Aggression live tomorrow night here from Aloha Stadium. I do want to mention that the show tomorrow should be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a chance we may have to move it back to 9. I won't know for certain until around showtime. So I apologize for that, but something did come up for tomorrow that but at any rate, we'll talk about. I'll tell my co-host about that after the show. At any rate, with that being said, our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, pulled off something we didn't think it was. Well, we didn't expect. They retained the Superstars Championship last week in Tokyo against the Immortal Griffith. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the Extreme Enigma arriving now. Good evening, Enigma.
Hey, LA. Hey, Vacant. Vacant, I don't know what the fuck you had on that, stick earlier, but this shit is great.
It's pork. Pig. Specifically,
I found meat on a stick earlier.
Pork. I mean, there's lots of other things out there. There was poi. There was kuala. There was, what is it called? Pikaloa. That was the beef stuff that kind of was like jerky but not stringy. There are all kinds of stuff.
Whatever this is, it's chewy and smoky.
Oh, that's the luau pork.
Well, it fucks.
At any rate, talk to me about the victory last week in Tokyo. And be honest, were you surprised that you were able to beat the Immortal Griffith?
Surprise is an understatement. I mean, I got thrown to and fro by Mr. Davian. He had me by the balls for a lot of that match. We're just going to be very blatant. He had me beat a few times. And I talk a lot about fate, oddly enough, because the company Fate Wrestling Federation from Japan, where we were in the hometown of, that's where I coined that phrase. Fate guides me. Fate keeps me from getting my shit wrecked a lot of times, and apparently it was with me that night too. Griff, always a great opponent. Sorry, I'm still trying to chew on this shit. I can't get enough of it. Griff is great. It's very rare that I can have a match with him and it's not fantastic. And to get a win is just a bonus at the end of the day.
I mean, I, I'm glad you're still Superstars champion. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that you still hold it, and we'll be defending it next week. But with that being said, I mean, I am surprised. But let's talk now about the tag team title match tomorrow. You and Jobu, the tag team champions, defending against Desade and the Giant.
Assad.
Desad and the Giant. Desade, Desad, Sheik, whatever. At any rate, your thoughts now that you know who your opponents are going to be, Enigma.
I'm gonna be a little honest, a little scared. Denzel's a big man. Desad is capable when he realizes that he has a mouth to move and a fist to punch with. It's going to be a hell of a defense. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be overly confident. I'm going to be just the right amount of confident. I'm feeling good because me and Jobu have a partnership that's forged in steel, forged in platinum. Are these two like a regular tag team, or did Denzel come back, point at somebody, and go, that one? Like, are these guys established as a team?
I mean, they've been a team, I want to say, for quite a while here in RAWF.
Okay. So they got a little bit of chemistry, but
and
I mean,
they're undefeated this season.
Me and Jobu have been tag team champions in a few different companies, 6-man champions. But we realize that RAWF brings out a certain energy out of people. It brings out a whole different ability set sometimes, and maybe Denzel has realized that, because look at him. He's in 3 matches tomorrow, 3 or 4. He is under a sort of spell, so who's to say he's not going to bring that same energy to the tag team match? He's going to make it hard. He's going to make it difficult. It's going to be a big, sweaty, meat-heavy match tomorrow when we face those 2 big, meaty dudes. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time, and if I can beat Griff, I can beat Denzel and Desad. I'm just going to tell myself that, and maybe that'll help the win come easier.
And then, of course, a tables match against an absolute legend here in RAWF, that of Draven Blackbird returning, making his return at Tropical Aggression tomorrow. One of several people making a return. But how did you talk him into this table match? Usually he wants like a straight jacket match or a pudding match. Table match is kind of interesting to see him come back in. How did you manage to talk him into that?
Yeah, I mean, I just was walking around backstage, noticed an open door, and peered in, and I saw Draven just kind of putting his stuff into a locker, and I was like, okay, that's a legend. That's somebody I've been wanting to fight for a while. I just went for it. I went for it, walked up to him, no funny business, no Starfuel ads, no pompous attitude, not even a baseball bat. I just asked him plain and simple, you, me, Tropical Aggression. Seems like you're back in the fold. Let's make some magic. Draven has been on my wish list of people to wrestle with in RAWF. I can say I've fought a large majority of the wrestling world, the world, if you will, all over the world. But fighting people in RAWF is a whole different thing, and he was on the wish list. He was towards the top of the list. I laid out the challenge. He accepted it. I'm glad to see it was free of the kinky shit like puddings or straitjackets or whips and chains. That's a private viewing, not a pay-per-view viewing. So this is a dream come true.
All right, it should be it should be very interesting, and I was hoping that we'd hear from Draven tonight. I don't know that that's going to be possible, but with that being said, a good choice. Should be a really great match for Tropical Aggression, a tables match between you and Draven Blackbird. So, with all of that being said, Enigma, any final thoughts on tomorrow's Tropical Aggression?
Kind of finish that off. Yep. Well, woo! That went down the wrong hole. Sorry. All right. Not a thought for Tropical Aggression, but a thought beyond it. I have been on a weird fucking roll this whole Superstars period coming forward. This is probably the best record I've had in a while. I've got my eyes fixated on the future. I don't have no jokes right now when I say this. Plain and simple, this next rankings period, you're going to see an Enigma like you have not seen in a long time. There's a time when I held 3 belts at once. That's the energy you're going to see going forward. That's the hype. That's the glamour that you're going to see going forward. I'm done sitting back. I'm done sitting out of rankings periods. I'm on a roll. I'm going to keep rolling. Tropical Aggression is going to be a fucking banger. And then I'm going to go on and keep making more bangers. If I keep it up, if I'm lucky and people suck in the right places, I might even get myself a spot in that Platinum Dragon contender shot. Maybe a world contender shot. Who's to say? All I know, I hope you guys are ready for the catchphrase. I'm going to end this by just saying, you're entering the bastard era once more.
All right. Well, I hope you've been enjoying yourself at the luau. That picture sure makes it look like you have. So continue to enjoy it, and we will talk to you again soon.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm going to go get some more meat on a stick. Ciao.
Wait,
All
so there's
right.
his catchphrase, I'm going to go get more meat
I mean, on a steak.
on a steak.
A meat on a steak. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, he steps into the steel cage tomorrow night against Denzel the Giant. That should be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome.
He walks in silence, storm in his veins, steel in his eyes, unchained by pain. Scars like metals, carved in flame. They whisper one word, they whisper his name. In every step, a battle cry, born to rise, never die. He strikes like thunder, breathes like flame. In the heat of the fight, he owns the game. He's a dragon in the ring, hear the fire roar. Every hit, every slam shakes the floor. And it's coming like a storm, untamed. No cage can hold what the fire claimed. Warrior's soul, fists ignite. He's burning bright in the...
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kenta to the program. Good evening, Kenta.
Good evening, everybody. LA and Vacant, Maeve,
Why?
and the chats. How we doing tonight?
Doing good, and it seems like you've been having a good time at the luau tonight, according to that photo there.
I'm
Uh,
on the good side. I didn't see
well,
you.
yeah.
I mean, do you have a bad side? Really?
Well, maybe we can see that tomorrow.
Well,
That sounded dirty.
that didn't sound that sounded wrong. But you do get an opportunity to possibly get a measure of revenge against the big bad Denzel the Giant in that steel cage tomorrow. And considering that he has 3 other matches that he's got to worry about, El Vacant mentioned it earlier. This might be the one that he doesn't particularly care about as far as all the matches that he has, and might give you the opportunity to steal a win here. But is a win good enough for you at this point?
Actually, yes. What Mr. Vacant said, or Senior? How should I address you? Mr. or
I
Senior?
mean, either I, Senor, Mister. That
Dawn
that
Bacon.
that tall guy. On any of that, it's good.
Okay, so as
Just don't call
senior
me late for
vacant,
the luau.
uh, okay, as senior vacant, maybe not. But the fact is, this is a battle of personal opinions and personal ethics. He attacked me because he feels like I didn't earn it. I didn't, and I'm abusing my benefits and perks in RAWF, being in the top five. But here's the thing. Fuck you, Ken. But here's the thing. I earned it. Any employee worth their salt would use any benefits or perks they get from the company, and I'm just using what was given to me when I entered the top 25. And he has a problem with that because he is a big fucking idiot. It's called work smarter, not harder.
I like that. Look, if the company didn't want you to do it, they wouldn't give you the opportunity to do it, right?
Exactly, exactly. And as Mr. Lord Amadeus, should I call you Mr. or Lord?
I think you should also call him Senor.
Senior,
No, Lord,
Senor
Lord,
Deus.
Lord
Senior
is fine.
I call him Los Angeles, but that's me.
Please don't. Yeah, that's
Alright.
his thing. Not don't steal it.
As Mr. LA or Lord Amadeus said to me, I think last week, I may have a shot at the Platinum Dragon Championship after
That's true.
Tropical. Yes. And I got what I wanted because it's something that I didn't understand when I was still here many years ago. As you saw my rise to RWF ranks, I beat Paragon of Greatness in mere months, while some people took a year to win their first championship. Looking at you, Ken. I then after that I won RWF Superstars in my first year. I won two belts. And but then I disappeared because I didn't understand that when you get skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't get a win unless you play in the game. Yes, you get love for it, you get hate for it, but you get nothing if you wait for it. So God help and forgive me. I want to build something that's gonna outlive me. But Denzel thinks that I have to do things in the traditional sense. Unfortunately, that's just a that's just dumb. And I am going to make sure that the big bro Kenta that he used to look up to will set him straight.
Well, he is definitely a tall order for you, but we will see. Maybe he will be distracted enough by all the other matches that he has that he will overlook you and you'll get a victory. And if you do, hey, good way to end a period that really hasn't gone your way. This rankings period, not your best win loss record, but uh, I'm pretty sure you're going to bounce back from that. And you do have a possible Platinum Dragon Championship opportunity down the road if Hotshot Chaz retains against Killer Neptune. So
Hopefully, yes.
there,
Hopefully, I could. Hopefully, Hotshot Chaz wins. If not, I'm just gonna exact my right in the top 25 again, as per usual.
sounds good. Sounds good. Anything you'd like to ask Kenta Elvagan?
Hmm. 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 No, no, I think I'm actually, yeah. How'd you like the luau?
Oh God! Thank you for the spam. Not a lot of people
Look,
eat it.
you insisted that I couldn't have a proper luau without at least some spam and fried rice. So you got it.
Thank you so much. Yes, I
Wait,
enjoyed it. I even enjoyed the roasted pig. How long did you cook it? It's
Ooh.
really tender.
So the bigger one started last night. That took almost 12 hours. The suckling pig took about 7.
Mmm, delicious.
I have a
And
question for you. because I made it because I was told it's very traditional. I tried it; it wasn't for me. Did you try the poi? And what do you think of poi? I mean, it's basically taro root. It's really odd.
It's delicious. It reminds me of home. Speaking of home, did you guys enjoy my restaurant back then?
Oh
Oh
yes,
yeah,
that was
see,
some
came
good
out very
stuff.
good.
Yeah, and
Very good.
then Brewer Aniki Michael Brewer just destroyed the special room I gave him. I had to renovate
Well,
my
I
restaurant.
mean, he is a hooligan.
But yes, tomorrow, in the steel cage, once that steel door closes and that bell rings, Denzel's not gonna get his big bro Kenta. He's not gonna get the golden dragon. There will be no quips, no jokes, no puns. He's gonna get the freaking wrestling dragon in that ring. And mark my words, RFWF Universe, the giant will kneel before Kenta.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Golden Dragon Kenta. He has a date. Well, not you know what I mean. He has a match, a cage match with Denzel the Giant tomorrow at Tropical Aggression. Good luck to you, Kenta, and I know you'll be rooting for Hot Shot Chaz. We will see what happens. All right.
All right. Have a golden day to you, Senor Vacant, and you, Senor Medeus.
I'll take it. That works for me. Aloha, Kenta. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time.
Aloha,
All right.
golden one, aloha.
All right. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, I can't see him being in a very good mood after what happened on Sunday, but he does have two big matches tomorrow night at Tropical Aggression. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate, with steel in his eyes. The tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davion, the immortal one, eternal champion, his worst ever done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages, his head held high. An immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program the immortal Griffith. Good evening, Griffith.
Yeah. Good evening, whatever it is.
You know, you're in such a bad mood. I don't think you've even been enjoying the luau. The photographer couldn't even find you for a picture.
That's because I wasn't there.
I see. So, well, let's just dive right into it. What happened last Sunday?
I look how hubris happened. It's the only way. I hit them with not one but two tempests. The match was mine, simple and done. And instead of doing what I should have done, what everyone is told from day one in this ring, which is make the cover, I put in a lazy cover because I figured it's over, and they kicked out, and then took advantage and somehow managed to win. I have no one to blame but me.
I see. But so let's fast forward to tomorrow night. What does that loss last week do to you going? Where does that put your mindset into tomorrow when you face Sassy Applebee's for the Powerball Championship and see Cy for the Multimedia Championship?
Look, I could come in here and be all thunder and lightning and talking about how the wrath of the immortal will crash upon the shores of any distant shore and blah blah blah, whatever. Look, I don't know. The last 3 title matches I have had here in the RAWF, I have somehow managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory in all 3 matches. Something is clearly going on. I don't know. You're sure you're not poisoning me again?
I know I'm not.
Because the last time this happened, that's what was going on.
I am quite certain of it.
Well, like, I don't know. So, while I would love to go in tomorrow and break this big match curse with Sassy, while I would love even more to just take a belt off this insipid, elevated group, can I guarantee anything? No, I can't. I'm going to go in, I'm going to treat each match like a match, and I'm going to do what I can and hopefully figure out what's been going on that I keep, like I said, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Well, and one match I'd be concerned because there's obviously Sassy Applebee's has a history of defeating you in big matches, so that certainly is a warning sign there. But kind of, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's be fair. We all know that if I wasn't in this slump right now, Sai wouldn't stand a candle's chance in Antarctica. She wouldn't survive. She wouldn't stand a fart bubble's chance in hell. Like, it would just be over faster than she could. Well, I mean, she probably can't do math very quickly anyway. But regardless, this is not a match that should even be in contention about who's winning. The odds should be, 1,000,000 to 1 in my favor. But like I said, something's going on. I've been doing something to me, and I need to figure out what that is. There's been clearly some sort of self-sabotage going on here.
Well, we find out tomorrow. Tomorrow, a big night, 2 title matches. Can you walk out with 1 or 2? Can
I? Absolutely. Will I? That remains to be seen.
I mean, I was fully expecting you to have that Superstars Championship. No offense to Enigma. No offense to Enigma. But so yeah, I can't say with 100% certainty that you will walk out with a belt tomorrow.
Hold on, I need to respond to this. Sai, you're right. I did talk to you about this being disrespectful, and that's why you're getting this now, because you have no respect for anyone, including yourself. So why should we?
All right. Wow. El Vacant, anything you'd like to ask the Immortal Griffith?
Well, no, I kind of want to push this button and get angry, Griff, because then maybe he'll do better tomorrow. Hold on, let me push this button. So, Griff, what do you mean when she said she was disrespectful? Like, how was she disrespectful? Come on, go feel into that. Like, get into your feelings. Go deeper. You're not helping. You're not helping at all. No, look, I made a point that I had been being fairly respectful because I thought I always got along with Sai, but apparently with her new little cadre of fuck sticks that she hangs out with, she's decided that that respect we've had in the past is done and gone. She has made that clear in her attitude towards me, and I'm done. I'm done putting up with that attitude. I'm done putting up with the disrespect. It's one thing I've said my entire career is if there's anything that's going to get you on the wrong side of me, it is showing me blatant disrespect, which she has done week in and week out for months now. So for her to be out there and acting like it is some strange thing that I am suddenly speaking my mind about her is ridiculous. It's simply ridiculous. You cannot show constant disrespect and then expect respect back. You can't. That is ludicrous. So you get what you put out. You did this to you. Karma is your bitch. Just like tomorrow, you're going to be my bitch.
Wow. See, now this is what I'm talking about. You weren't exactly like this with Enigma.
It worked. I got it.
There you go.
He said fuck sticks.
Fuckstick, he did indeed. All right. Well, the Immortal Griffith now sounds fired up. I have a feeling that Sai could be in trouble tomorrow. We find out tomorrow night at Tropical Aggression Live. Any parting thoughts, Griff?
Yeah, Ken, if you're in my seat when I get back there, I'm going to punch you in the goddamn face. Move your ass.
Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Immortal Griffith. Tomorrow he could be the new Powerball and multimedia champion. We find out at Tropical Aggression. Thank you, Griffith.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so with that being said, the luau continues back there behind us. It's been a really good What's the matter, Elvacan?
Nothing.
All right.
Why would something be a matter?
Okay. Just checking. So, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I did have a question. Those sound effects are his song, right?
Yeah, those were part of the song. Why?
Because, usually when I hear those kind of sound effects, especially on this time of year, there's other meanings. And he did bring up the poisoning thing. And again, it's that time of year. Just, just checking in. Any headaches lately?
No. Well,
Do I need to go find the
I
rubber
mean, yeah,
tube?
I had a headache earlier when was talking with Soul Reaper, but
Sure, I mean like out of the ordinary headaches. You haven't been reaching for the Excedrin bottle on the regular.
Quit beating around the bush. Just say, come out and say it. Come on and ask.
Have your eyes turned green? Have there been any Big M sightings?
Big M sightings. Okay, so
I ain't saying his name. It might bring him in.
So you're talking about the Maestro?
Yeah, him.
Well, okay. First of all, it's still okay. No, there's going to be a Maestro this year for all of you. Anybody that was looking forward to the Maestro this year, done. It's over. Kaput.
You said that before.
This time I mean it. This time I know for 1,000% sure. Because when I took the Maestro from Maeve last year, I took control, and he's not coming out to play ever again. He's gone, kaput, done. I control him. It's not the other way around anymore. I could bring him out if I wanted to.
No, thank you.
I could bring him out if I wanted to. I could bring him out. I could have brought him out. I could bring him out right now.
I don't find that comforting.
Don't worry. I'm never going to do it.
Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it.
Never gonna do it because that's too dangerous. Too much power there. I don't need that. So yeah, there will be no Maestro this year. We are going to have a Maestro-free Graveyard Smash for a change. I guarantee it. Boo.
No. I'm just saying, this time of year, and then I hear, thunder and lightning. I just was, you could see where I may have been a little concerned.
Sure. But don't worry about it.
Partly, I think he did that shit intentionally.
What do you mean? Did what?
Put that in his music.
Well, yeah, probably. But yeah, it's not going to happen. There will be no Maestro this year. Maestro's done. We've had our fun. He's had his fun for years, and this year he's done. We're not going there. It's over. So, with that being said, that you bring that up, I will once again let everybody know Graveyard Smash will be live October 26th, UBS Arena, Long Island, New York. That is our next pay per view after tomorrow's Tropical Aggression. We got about a couple months away from our annual Halloween pay per view. So, other places we will be visiting. We got Tallahassee next week, San Antonio the week after that, and some unsigned dates that I'll get to you guys at another time. But we're going to have some fun leading up to Graveyard Smash. I promise you, we're going to have a lot of fun. A lot more fun than normal. So, with all of that being said, El Vacant, any parting thoughts you might have?
Parting thoughts. Eat more pork. I made a lot.
There you go. Let's continue the luau, but before we do, shout out to the returning Draven and Blackbird. Let's take a look at his new music and theme, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. He is back, ladies and gentlemen, in Straight Jacket Symphony. He is Draven Blackbird. He makes his return tomorrow, Tropical Aggression, against Extreme Enigma in their tables match. Welcome back, Draven. Hope to hear from you on the program sometime soon. With that being said, Vacant, I think we're going to go. I got a couple of Mai Tais to drink.
That sounds like a good plan.
That does sound like a good plan.
I like that. Can we? Let's do that.
Yep, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all joining us this evening. Tomorrow night we will either be live on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on how soon I get out of an appointment I have. So, we will see you all tomorrow night live from Aloha Stadium. Good night, everybody. This has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.